another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. We're on vacation right now, so the Warrior family is on vacation, and so I haven't get a chance to do one for a couple days. I may get a chance to do another one before we get back, later this week. But we'll at least do one today, and hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are on your purpose. Hope you guys are conquesting. Hope you guys are continuing to follow God's purposes and plans. And we're going to talk about as I've kind of been just kind of meditating and thinking about things, the Warrior, looking at a comment that our viewer Brian Perez talked about, that others can feel your energy. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But how about some shout outs here? I still got a few left from the old list. Lewis, thank you. It's all perception. I agree. It's how you look at life is important. Now, obviously, God's got to be the center of your life, but also you have to kind of use the idea of self-control to be able to harness all that great energy. Brotherboldly, 2 weeks. Congratulations. Keep it up. John Jennings, a couple of comments. Thank you. Harold Merewether. Jason. Women dress differently. You know, part of the society thing we have, guys, is that women dress to attract. There's no doubt about it. A lot of times women are dressing for other women because they're basically competing, but obviously they're attracting the men by the way they dress or how many clothes or less clothes they have on, things like that. Obviously, it's a different situation. Of course, a man who's built, who warrior, you're going to be attractive. But for the average type of guy, most guys, the dress is important if it's nice and neat and things like that. But not like women. Women have to dress in a certain way to get that attention, because there's millions of women out there. So, TKO, thank you. Looking like a rabbit, thank you. Moy Hernandez twice, thank you. Cheng V 3, thank you. Stuart Wagner, Gerald Burns, thank you. Steve SR 92000 day 20. Antonio, and once again SR 9200. Should you approach women on SR? I think we've talked about that in a previous type of video. All right, at 2:25, let's talk about Brian's comment. Other people can feel your energy. I agree with you, Brian. You make a great point. And this is something we have to kind of go back and always think about, warriors, as we look at this idea of what we're trying to accomplish. Let's go back and examine what we're trying to do here. I don't care if you're working, if you're on vacation, every day you're alive, you have this powerful energy that's within you. Now, you can decide what you do with it on a daily basis. It's your decision alone. Other people can't tell you how to use this energy, but other people can feel it once you have it. You have a certain magnetism, a charisma, and this comes from that energy you're keeping inside yourself. If you release all the time, which we've talked about before, people will become depleted. They look different. I mean, you can just see that any kind of streak you have. Now, keeping that energy, given all the society types of things that they're pushing on you, tempting you with women walking around, right? Tempting you with advertisements, with images, with, kind of temptations here and there, with other things that get you in those type of moods like drugs and alcohol, all these things. It is hard for warriors to go ahead and stay vigilant with the self-control. But the longer you keep that self-control, the more energy you get. And the more energy you keep, other people see that. Now, because you have all this energy, you're now doing more things. You're becoming active. You're becoming someone who wants to take care of themselves more because you have more energy. You feel more motivated. And so now you're going to try to work out more. You're trying to work on your running or walking, whatever you like doing, weightlifting. I do a number of different things, right? Then you look at your diet. Now you're trying to look at your food better. Now you're trying to look at other things like cold showers or green tea or different things you can use. And I keep experimenting with different things myself. I feel the best I felt many, many years. And I'm about at 1,200 days now of not releasing. But combined with that, I'm now also working with a lot of work on a treadmill, on planks, of course the biggest thing is the Fountain of Youth exercises by Kelder, and those things I've been doing since 1998. And so all those things tend to minimize what you're doing from a negative standpoint to create positive. And I also am on a Lose It app, so I end up having under 2,000. I try to stay under 2,200 calories a day, and with all the exercise I'm doing, I tend to have a lot higher than that, losing calories, a lot of calories a day. So that's the kind of thing that I'm trying to do, but all that is motivated by the energy you have. You know, as well as I do, if you have a number of different things. I'll give you an example. Over the weekend, I had a cheat day, and I had almost 4,000 calories. Now, I had to in order to get break even, I had to work twice on a treadmill, and I had to get 6,000 to even come close to overhead. That was double amount, but I had a couple of pieces of cake, and I tell you something, if you don't work out right away, you all of a sudden get tired, and now you're falling asleep, or you're getting tired, you don't feel like doing anything. And this is what happens to us warriors. We end up going ahead and keeping the same patterns, and we eat and we eat and we don't exercise. And I'll tell you, it's even harder at my age, at 62, to keep vigilant. You young guys at 20, 25 years old, you can go back into it pretty fast. Your body reacts faster. It takes longer for me because of my metabolism. It's a little slower than a lot of you young guys. Then I have to kind of even work harder and longer to get this back down to something respectable. But walking, 25,000 steps, 30,000 steps a day, trying to go on that treadmill, trying to do planks, it's now becoming a little bit easier. But the 2,000 calories is something I have to stay to. You want to keep that energy because it will motivate you to do more. Then it comes to business, goals you have, whether you're starting your own company, whether you're basically kind of working at a job, you're going to do much better because you're going to focus on things. You're going to become more hardworking. And because of that, people see you. They see that energy. You're different than most people. Now, they may not equate it with semen retention because some people don't believe in this at all. And other people will never believe in this. But the idea is that, to me, it makes perfect sense that you have this energy that's strong enough to create a child. If you hold it and you can keep it inside yourself, you're going to keep it for a long, long period of time. And all it can do is, if you can harness it, as Napoleon Hill said in his book, and you can transmute it, and all of a sudden now you're using it for great purposes, you're unstoppable. Your person's unstoppable. You can't be stopped by any kind of colds. You can't be stopped by anything that might hit you because you have this power within you. And of course, we haven't talked about anything about women attraction. If you're looking for that individual, you're going to have multiple women looking at you all the time. I just went in the store and had that happen because they sense you, right? They sense you. Now, it's interesting to me all the time because when you look at this and you look at Kelder's book, you look younger. And I got people asking me, they think I'm in my 40s or something like that. And they can't tell that I'm 62 years old. But because I feel like I'm 35, 40 years old. And remember when I talked about this, I started this back in 1998 when I found this book in a Goodwill called The Fountain of Youth by Kelder. And I didn't believe it, but obviously over the years I do now. And if you look at 1998, I was probably, 61? I was born in 1961. I'm talking about I was 37 years old. So it's very possible, in my mind, now, you may not believe this, warriors, but in my mind, it's very possible that all what I've done is slow time down. That I'm still in that period of time between 37, 40 years old. In my mind and what I'm trying to look like. Because that's when I started. And there is some evidence within Kelder's book that you really stall time and you make it go a lot slower than what it is. And because of it, you still have a lot of the characteristics for years to come. Now, how many years? We don't know. I mean, is the Bible, when it talks about 900 years, we look at this and saying fake, right? Well, could be. On the other hand, you might see people who are living up to 120, 130 years old, and they're still, they're going strong. They're doing a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. So the bottom line is, you're going to have a lot of energy. People sense that. You're going to have opportunities, romantic or not. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, business opportunities. You're going to have those type of things because of the energy you have. And the energy you have must be maintained. This is the key. Under God's purposes and rules, you have to continue maintaining it. That means you're not releasing 3, 4, 5 times a day. This means you're not chasing women around. Let women chase you. Women will chase you. I've seen it happen many times. I don't care if you're talking about getting to know somebody on a text. I don't care if you're meeting somebody. Do not be thirsty and chase women. This is not your purpose as far as I'm concerned as a warrior. Your purpose is to protect and provide, get out there and get things done, create things, build things. All these women will come. They will come because they see a man. They see a masculine, high-value male who's not going to be just chasing them around, putting them as the center of the universe. In fact, it bothers them. You don't show them attention, they're coming at you like vultures. I see it all the time. And they don't care if I'm married or not, because they understand it. They're feeling women are very emotional beings. They will be attracted to you. They can't help it. And you have to understand that. You have to obviously have empathy with that and understand the power you have, because women will be attracted to you. So obviously, I'm not talking about being rude, abusive, or anything like that. But also realize it's happening, and realize that you want to continue to keep growing that charisma. Because if you're looking for that person, if you're looking for those situations, they will come. They will be with you. And that's important to kind of realize. And I think as you talk about this energy, you're talking about the fact that you need to maintain this, and they will feel this energy. They will feel your strength. They will feel somebody who is going to get things done. They're going to feel somebody who has that magnetism we're talking about. And that's important. So again, Brian, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. It's a well put together kind of comment. Other people will feel your energy. They will sense your energy. They will look at you and say, this is a man of purpose. This is a warrior. This is a person who is living a vigorous life, continuing to live, because they understand the principle of saving their energy. They're not just throwing it away. And I'm not saying, guys, that, even if you release, and you choose to release once in a while, that's at least better than what's happening in our society now. I mean, obviously the best thing to do is do monk mode and hold it all in and transmute it every day perfectly. But that's unrealistic at this moment in time because of all the forces against us, the evil one hitting us. So don't get discouraged. Continue to take it step by step. If some people release after 20 days, don't get discouraged. Try it again. It took me 47 years, but don't give up. Because what happens is eventually you start accepting you're losing, and never accept losing. Accept the fact that one day you're going to figure this puzzle out. And that one day could be tomorrow. But don't stop, because you might be close enough to say, man, I just missed it. But if I would have gone a little much further, I would have stopped this and overcame this, or took control of my energy. And that's what you got to do. Take control of your energy. Okay, guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to try to do one if I can in the next couple days. If I don't, I'll definitely do one when I get back. But you got a bunch of those to look at. They're on the system in the channel. I hope you guys have a great day. And as I always do, 2 things to keep in mind. First, every day is a great day to a great warrior. I know I said this wrong. But secondly, my friends, this is why we have to continue to every day keep our energy. Because the battle is on. The battle is on. And the evil one will continue to battle us till the end, until he's vanquished. And that's why we say, battle